Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. So for today's video, we're going to be talking all things running. How to improve your running, how to get faster, how to run faster for longer, how to run faster for longer, and yeah, just my tips I've learned along the way as a complete long distance runner, beginner you could call me, because I was a 400 meter sprinter and I can now run half marathons. I ran a 1:28 half marathon. And yeah, this is just some tips and tricks I've learned along the way and things that seem to work and other people say and use, like marathon trainers, marathon athletes, marathon runners and other athletes use in their day-to-day training. So without further ado, like and subscribe and let's get into it. Now, the first thing, I'm going to show you the shoes I used to compete in and I used to race in. Spikes, if you aren't in the athletic scene, so this is what I used to compete in. It's a sprint spike, no shoe, no heel. No wonder I had feet problems. I've had 2 foot operations. You could count 3 because my first foot operation I had both feet done at the same time, and then 1 foot didn't recover, didn't work, so it needed done again. So I've had basically 3 foot operations, but no wonder when I used to train, well, I didn't train in these are my competition spikes, and now I would race in these. Do you see the difference? So first thing we're going to talk shoes. Invest in a good pair of shoes. They will literally change your life. I just finished those runs in Hoka Clifton 8s. I absolutely swear by them. But these for racing, these are the Nike Air Zoom Next Percent, I think. I raced these my half marathon and it's honestly, it feels like the same, like the way these make you run like so fast because they're like spikes. This is what these feel like. Super light, super springy, and they just make you want to go, which I basically did go, because when I wore these for my half marathon I ran a time I would never have thought I would have been capable of. So invest in footwear. My recommendations: Hoka Clifton 8s. I wouldn't train in these, but my faster runs I like to wear these. I do most of my runs in my Hokas, or Nike Invincibles are really good shoes as well. Really comfortable. Yeah, again, it's personal preference, but really recommend Hoka and Nike for runs. On to tip number 2, how to get faster. You started running, you're enjoying it, and your times are just not progressing because, let me guess, you're going out for runs 3 or 4 times a week, just going out for runs. No structure to the training, you're just doing 5 to 10k runs, you're not doing intervals, you're not doing recovery runs, and this is what I'm going to talk about. So, to get faster, intervals are your best friend. This is running at different paces, different speeds for different amounts of times. So you can see throughout my half marathon training I did intervals once a week. You can see all the workouts on my Instagram at m_fitx if you want some inspiration. Most of my interval sessions were programmed by the app Runner Coach. I have a discount code. It's mfit if you want a 2-week free trial. Try it out for yourself. But yeah, essentially intervals, so my sessions would look something like 2k warm up and then maybe 1k hard, 1k slow times 5 or something like that, and then a cool down. Because you want to get your body used to running faster with like a rest period, so your body gets used and adapts to running at that speed, and yeah, it basically builds up your VO2 max and it's just really good for increasing speed. So do your interval sessions, even just like you could either do distance or time, so like 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off. Also if you're starting out, intervals are a great way, so like 2-minute run, 2-minute walk, just to get used to building up, because that is what running is all about, literally just gradually building it up. 3 months ago I couldn't run over 15k and now I ran a half marathon, average pace 4:10. Like, consistency is key, my friends. We've spoke about shoes, we've spoke about intervals. Third thing I'm going to speak about is strength training, and a lot of things that runners kind of are a bit like, oh, like should I be lifting weights if I want to get fast? But yes, strength training basically builds the strength in your legs and makes your muscles more resilient, i.e. stronger, i.e. faster, more powerful, can go harder for longer. So do not neglect strength training. As well, like plyometrics, like box jumps, a lot of single leg stuff. Running is unilateral, so basically you only use 1 leg at a time. You're not running 2 legs at a time. Well, you are running 2 legs at a time, but like it's a single leg sport. You're putting 1 leg at a time, so you want to make sure that both legs are as strong as each other. I have 1 leg that is a lot more like stronger, a lot more flexible, and that's from when I used to sprint and do hurdles, because if you think, when I was in the blocks I was constantly pushing off one leg, so one leg, my left leg, is more dominant. So a lot of strength training, squats, deadlifts, cleans, box jumps, and then I also do like a lot of calf work, because again, running, calves, I often get sore calves after a long run, and that's just from weakness because my body's not used to running like long distances. But a lot of single leg stuff, so single leg deadlifts, single leg squats, single leg calf raises, and what other single leg stuff do I do? Stuff like single leg hip thrusts. You want to make sure you are incorporating single leg stuff as well, because that's just going to improve any muscular imbalances you have, any weaknesses, and just make you an all-round strong gal, because this summer is all about getting strong. Strong, strong, strong and fast. That is all I want to be in life. Strong, fast and happy. Period. So we spoke about shoes, we've spoke about interval training, we spoke about strength training. What is another hugely important factor for any runner? Diet. Now, there's a difference between eating and actually eating enough, and it also makes a difference what you eat, when you eat, how long after you, like a run, you eat. These are all things I've learned in the past 2 to 3 months since becoming a runner. I call myself a runner now. But yeah, carbs are your best friend. Something which when I was underweight I would be terrified of, but now I'm like, give me all the carbs. The day before my half marathon, I don't think I hardly consumed a single bit of protein. I was literally just eating pure carbs, because I'd read, like, I learned myself like what carb loading was. I didn't know what that was 3 months ago. But if you eat lots of carbs, it's basically, carbs are energy, so when you eat a lot of carbs, you're filling up your glycogen stores so you don't hit a wall. Did I hit a wall during my half marathon? No, I ran the fastest time of my life. You tell me that's not all those carbs? As for before a run, I always do my runs in the morning. I'm just such like a morning person. Like when it comes to the afternoon, I'm like done for the day. So I do like to do my runs in the morning. It just makes me feel more productive for the day if I get up and train. And then it's also mentally, like it makes me feel really good if I start my day with a run. So I would always have a big bowl of oats an hour and a half before a run, an hour to an hour and a half, as that sits well on my stomach. I did that on race day. I just think oats are a complex carb, really good source of energy, and yeah, just love me a big bowl of oats. As for post run, you're going to want to get something in quickly as possible, especially a longer run. If you're doing a long run, I take anything over, I would say anything over 15k, I take food on during my run, so I'll take sweets or gel, just to keep the energy levels up, keep the glycogen stores up, because I find I would start to cramp if I didn't take it on, and I would start to get really tired if I didn't take food on. So you've done a run, post run you're also going to want a carb and a protein, because if you think you've burnt all that energy, your glycogen stores are going to go down, so you need to replace that as quickly as possible to promote and start the recovery process. So I am quite partial to wanting to shower as soon as I'm done my run, so I will actually go in the shower like quickly as possible. I'm in and out within probably 2 minutes, and then I'm straight to the kitchen to make food, because I really want to prioritise my recovery time, and I know that if I don't eat properly after a run, I'm going to feel sore. Well, I'll probably feel sore, but I'll feel worse the next few days, whereas like I don't think I realised the importance that nutrition actually has on like your recovery, DOM, soreness, just like, yeah, it's so important. So yeah, eat your carbs, eat before a run, always eat before a run. I get quite a lot of questions that are like, do you eat before a run? I'm like, I could not go for a run and not eat a big bowl of oats. Like, I could never train fasted. Like, no, not for me. Yeah, don't ever train fasted. If you train fasted, I will personally come for you, because that is so bad. Yeah, we want to be as energized as possible, and energy needs to be energized. You need food, and you need a lot of it. And lastly, we've spoke about the importance of food, we've spoke about strength training, intervals, footwear and shoes. This kind of ties into it, but like good running attire, comfy clothes. I did a run a few months ago and I wore a sports bra that was just a tiny bit too tight, and my armpits were literally bleeding from the chafing. Is that what it's called? Chafing? Like, I literally had scabs under my armpits for days, and it was so sore, because I went for fashion over comfort. But I know we're all partial to wanting to wear nice outfits, but you also do need to keep that in mind if you're going for a long run. Like, are these shorts going to be comfy? Like I always wear loose fitted shorts like when I run. Like you'll rarely see me running in tight shorts just because I'm not comfortable in tight shorts. I like loose fitted shorts because that's comfortable. As for vests, I love the free train vest, you know, the one that goes over you and you just slot your phone in, and I find that doesn't move. I have a vest from My Protein, code MFit, and it comes around, but it's a little bit big for me, so when I put stuff in it, it kind of jiggles about and that annoys me. So I was going to take that on marathon, don't get yourself ahead of yourself. I did a half, not a full. I took my free train vest on race day because I knew that my Protein vest would annoy me, and I just didn't want to have anything that was uncomfortable or yeah. Also, I love like tops like this. This is a My Protein t-shirt, just like nice flowy tops, flowy shorts. I just like to be comfortable and nothing too restrictive because you are going to sweat, and there's nothing worse than if I have a vest on that's quite tight as it is. So I don't want to feel restrictive and like not be able to relax in my run. So free train vests. I'm sure you can get dupes on Amazon probably for cheaper, but they're so worth the money, I would say. I take a vest on every single run. Even sometimes I go walk and I take a vest. If I'm like wearing shorts and I don't have pockets, I'll just put my vest on so I can put my phone in, listen to a podcast. But yeah, really invest in your footwear and your running attire. That's two things that have made such a big difference. But I think that concludes everything I have to talk about. My fellow runners, I hope this was helpful. If it was, let me know. And if you want any other types of like running vids, let me know and I can provide. But yeah, that was fun. That's the first time I've been at the track in I think a year and a half. I much prefer doing my interval sessions on the treadmill, but I should maybe start doing my interval sessions on the track because I see quite a lot of runners doing that. But yeah, let me know if you want any more running content, and I love filming like running stuff because it's kind of like, it's not new, it kind of is new to me, but I've done running since I was like 9, but it's like a different type of running. It's like going from strength training to like HIIT training, like two completely different things. That's almost what it's like because I literally did not run over 400 meters and now I'm classing myself as a distance runner. So there's just like so much to learn, and I have learned a lot, so I am providing my knowledge. No, what is it? Projecting my knowledge onto you guys as well. Also, thank you for 6k subscribers. I woke up to that this morning and I was literally buzzing, like so exciting. I think every milestone I hit just feels the same as like ones before. Like I hit 89k on TikTok and that's just as exciting as hitting 6k on YouTube, so thank you so much for that. There is a car coming, so I'm going to round this video off, but thanks so much for watching. I shall see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye guys!